It's November 4th. It's about 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. We got in here somewhat early. There's probably 3.5 hours of daylight left. It's been kind of rainy all day, really windy, gusts up to probably 30 mile an hour. We decided we'd come to the shack, the Holiday Inn, come wait out in front of the bean plot with some green rye in there. So the system moved through about an hour ago, stopped raining. It's supposed to be windy the rest of the night, but no rain. So we're hoping gets them on their feet, gets them a little active. They've probably been down the last 24 hours a little bit. So we're gonna sit here in the plot and see if we can't see any mature bucks or does come out to this plot to feed. So stay tuned. We'll get you some action. We have a doe right under us right now. We were kind of wanting some meat and thought about taking one, but she's just about 1.5 years old, so I think we're gonna wait, see if she can attract the buck in for us. Something's cruising looking for the doe to get on, so she walked right in front of us. If a buck is on our trail, he's gonna walk about 5 yards in front of the stand, so stay tuned. It's kind of raining out still, so crappy weather, but we're in the shack and it's dry and it's warm, so we can wait out the conditions for the last couple hours. Well, we have about 30 minutes of shooting light left. We're still pretty hopeful that something will pop out. We had one doe out earlier for about an hour. She was feeding on the beans in the plot, but nothing was behind her, so we're gonna stay hopeful that we can, still have something pop out here to our west, and we'll see what happens. But oh, hey, Josh, we got two over here. Looks like we got two does coming in. I don't see anything behind him though. Looks like a mom and a fawn. Must have popped out of the bedding area over here to our north. A couple 100 acres of CRP. Must have got a little hungry while we had a break in the rain. Oh, what's that? There's another doe. Just looking right up at this way. I wonder if there's anything behind him over here. So, we see a nice 10-pointer come on the field here. Tanner was kind of questioning it, but I think he's a mature deer, and I told him I'm willing to take a shot at this one if he comes in here. So I've been practicing with Tanner's bow quite a bit, so I'm pretty confident with it. So we got a couple does right in front of us right now. There's a couple more on the beans. We chased this doe back into the bedding here, but she popped out, so we're just waiting for him to come back out and see if we can't get a whack at him. He's popped out. I think he's by a scrape. Huh? Is that it right there? Yeah, he's working this
scrape right there, I think.
Alright, so we just got out of the shack here. Turned out to be a pretty eventful night. I was behind the camera, Tanner had his bow. Nice 10-pointer rolled out of there, and we decided to pull the old switcheroo. So we were fumbling there for a second. I tried to put his release on pretty quick and didn't work out so well. Might have got a little too much pressure on him there. The does popped out. We didn't even realize the buck was behind him. And finally, about 5 minutes after they came feeding right in front of us, I look up to the left and here jumps out this nice 10-pointer, and I decided I was gonna pass on it, but it'd be a great first buck for Josh with the bow kill. So, like he said, we did the old switch, gave him my release. He's been practicing with my bow a little bit, so it was gonna work out perfect for how we had it set up. Does came right in. He comes in on an angle. It's in the middle of our switching, and I was telling him to hurry up a little bit, and he was fumbling with the release. He got maybe 10 yards broadside for a split second, and turned around and saw some does, another doe out in the field. So turned around, bounced off, but still pretty exciting hunt. Didn't get a shot at him, but we have pretty good hopes that he'll be back. They went back to this bedding area right to the north, and then kind of got dark on us. So got out of there, pulled back, and hopefully we can get another shot at him here in the next few days.
Well, as we were just trying to do a morning interview, had a small buck run by us. Something spooked him out of there. We had a coyote run in front of us earlier. So I don't know if he made his way into the timber and spooked that buck out of there or what. But it's the morning of our third day hunting here, November 5th. We're back in that same spot we were the first morning we saw that mature buck there. After watching the footage a few times over, we decided that we're definitely going to take a shot if he comes back in again. We've had a couple other ones on trail camera too, a lot of morning action, so it's that same southeast wind, which is perfect for this stand. So we're going to stick it out as long as we can and hopefully get a whack at something. Well, just a little after 10 o'clock here this morning. It's been a pretty eventful morning so far. Had a good amount of small bucks starting to cruise. That's a good sign since I think the rut's on. I had a nice 3.5-year-old 8-pointer come about 10-15 yards away. It just wasn't not quite mature enough. Weatherman says it's going to rain here pretty hard, so we wanted to get a closing interview in before all this stuff got wet here. So we're going to stick it out until the rain hits and then head back and come up with another game plan for the afternoon. Probably just go sit in the shack again. So stick with us.
Well, we're halfway through our weekend here. That was the end of day 3. We're not behind a deer yet, but we've had some really close encounters, so we're just going to grind it out. hopefully get behind something here in the next couple days.